In this video, we discuss what type of values are allowed in the expression of a switch statement. We see different examples in this video. First of all, we see this example. In this example, in the switch case, we are passing integer value. N is the integer variable. That means it is converted to integer. It contains integer value. That is the first example. Integer values are given in the expression part. Now if we run this program, what is the output? As n value is 65, we got output this is 65. Why? Because n value is 65. Now let us try to modify this one. I will give 66. Again we run this program. Now 66 case is matched and we got output. This is 66. In this fashion, we can give integer values in the expression of switch. This is first example, and we see another example. In this, we are given character values in the expression part. Char ch is equal to, we are giving capital A. Now we run this program. In case values also we are giving character constants, character constant A and character constant B. Now we run this program. Now we got output as we have passed capital A. Now what happens here? Even though we have given character, it is internally converted into integer. Why? Because what is the value of ch here? Ch contains capital A. That means internally it is converted into its ASCII value. What is the ASCII value of capital A? That is 65. Here also, even though we have given characters here, they are converted into their ASCII values, that is 65. Here also capital B means 66. In this fashion, the matching process will continue. Now let us say, if we give capital B, now what happens here? Capital B means now ch value is converted into its ASCII value. What is the ASCII value of capital B? That is 66. And then this particular case is matched and then we get this is 66. This is how, that means in a switch case expression we can give character values. Why? Because the character values, they are also internally converted into integers. Now we see the third case. Now in the switch case expression, we are directly giving integer expression. We are directly giving 30 plus 36, which is converted into an integer value, that is 66. That means 66 case is matched. We get output this is 66. Now we run this program. Now we get output this is 66. Why? Because the integer expression 30 plus 36, it is converted into 66. Again, that is no problem. In this fashion, we can give an integer expression. Now we see another input, another example. Here I am giving an expression which is containing both characters. Now I will remove comments. Here, what is capital A plus capital A here? First of all, we run this program and then we analyze that particular case. What is the output we got here? This is a default. Why? Because now in this expression, in the switch case expression, whatever the expression that we give, then it must be converted into an integer value. Here, what is the ASCII value of capital A? 65. And here also the ASCII value is 65. 65 plus 65, that is 65 plus 65. The entire value will be converted into an integer value, that is 130. So here no case is matched. 130 is not matched with 65 and also not matched with 66. Then automatically the default case is executed. In this fashion, even though if we give characters, they are internally converted into their ASCII values. Now what is the point here? We can give in the switch case an integer expression as well as an expression which is containing characters. That means even though we have given characters, they are internally converted into their ASCII values. And now we see another example. Now in this expression, in the switch case, we have given an expression which is containing both integer and character values. Now we see what happens here. Now we run this program. Again we got output, this is 66. Why? Because here we have given capital A, which is internally converted into its ASCII value, that is 65. 65 plus, we have given integer value 1. 65 plus 1, that will leads to an integer value, that is 66. That leads to 66. So finally 66 case is matched. That's why we got output, this is 66. In this fashion, we can give an expression containing both integer values and character values. Even though we have given a mixed expression here, and the final result is converted into, and the final result is giving an integer value. Now we see another case here. Now I am writing mixed. So before discussing this particular one, okay, here we discuss mixed case values, mixed values in the cases. That means, now observe here, till now we have given integer values and character values in the expression, but in this example we are giving different types of values in cases. That means we are giving mixed values. At one point of time we are giving character value, and another point of time we are giving integer value. This is also allowed until this is allowed only if we give integer values or character values. Why? Because integer values, whatever values that we give in the switch cases, they must be converted into integer finally. Now if we run this program, now we have given integer value 66. That's why we got 66. Now let us say if I give 65, then what happens here? If we run this program, we got output, this is 65. Why? Because we have given n value 65, and here capital A means its ASCII value is 65, and the given n value is matched with 65. That's why we got output, this is 65. And now we see another case. And this is the last case here. Now we see what happens if we give floating point value in the switch case expression. Now we run this program. Now we are getting compilation error. What is the compilation error here? The switch quantity, now this is the error here. The switch quantity not an integer. This is the error. So that means we should not give floating point values in the switch case expression. We have to give only either integer values or character values, or integer expression or character expression that finally leads to an integer value. That means floating point values are not allowed in the switch case expression. Floating point values are not allowed in the switch case expression. Now we conclude this particular session. What are the points we discussed here? First one, in the switch case expression, we must give an integer values, we must give an integer expression or character expression. Why? Because both of them finally leads to an integer value. That's why we need to give. That means in the switch case expression, we can give integer values in the expression part. And next one, if we go to second one, we can give character values in the expression, and similarly we can give an integer expression. And fourth case, we can give a character expression, and we can give mixed expression containing both integer and character values. And similarly in the switch cases also, we can give mixed values containing both integer and characters. And finally, we should not give floating point values in the switch case expression. We should not give floating point values in the switch case expression. Why? Because the switch case expression must finally lead to an integer value.